Punishment. Whoa. What just happened? I feel like I might need more caffeine to get through this game. This would not be a TBR game with Sam if there wasn't absolute pure chaos. Very precariously positioned camera. Ah! I don't know what I'm saying, just ignore me. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sam. Welcome to my TBR game. Welcome to the chaos. I don't want to talk about September. I truly don't. I'm going to, but September was a mess. So I am so excited to get a fresh start for October and get a new TBR going because the September one just absolute failure. No way around that. But it's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna go into all the details about September. If you are curious about all of that, you can watch literally any video I posted in September where I complained about my life for the entire month. So feel free. But let's talk about the books that I was supposed to read in September. And before we do that, if this is your very first TBR game with me, please go watch a different one first. I promise they're not always this bad. I promise I normally read all of or close to all of the books on the TBR. So don't start with this one. Don't start with this one. Go start with a different one and then come back and then join this one. So this one, I am not proud of this TBR. Lack of accomplishment, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna make it up for October. So here are all of the books that I was supposed to read in September. Spoiler alert, I didn't read most of them. Okay, it's been so long since I've even looked at this list, I don't even remember what the prompts were. So we have notes. We had The Well of Ascension, which was for a free pick. Didn't read that one. We had The Final Gambit, was a 3-word title. I did read that one, and it was really good. Crave was Enemies to Lovers. I did read that one. Crush is somewhere in this pile, and that was for a book written by a female author. I read half of that one, and then I DNF'd it for a second time. And maybe we'll talk about that in a future video, but not right now. Then we had Unleashed somewhere in here. That was for a 1-word title. I also DNF'd that one. I started it, DNF'd it. Don't think I'm gonna finish it. We had Kingdom of the Cursed was a free pick. Did not read that one. Kingdom of the Wicked, did I already say that? Has a prologue. Did not read that one. Court was a free pick, did not read that one. And Demelza was a free pick, did not read that one. We even had all these free picks and I still didn't read the books. So I think I calculated it out and we have 7 punishments this month. So fantastic. Alright, so if this is your first TBR game with me, the rules change a little bit every single time. I don't think we have any rule changes for this particular month. I think we're good to go. I'm gonna keep the D8 dice. Crap, somebody even told me which one was which and I forgot. Now I actually have to look it up because people will definitely judge me. I had like 4 people tell me which one was which in the comments and I have since forgotten. Okay, die is 1. So I'm gonna use the D8 die, I think. And yeah, other than that, I don't think there are any changes this month. So before we get into the game setup, y'all can already tell it's gonna be chaos, but before we get into that, I need caffeine because it is only 8:30 in the morning. I have to film and edit this whole video today because it needs to go up tomorrow morning and I am already drowning. So before I go get my caffeine, I want to talk to y'all about my coffee because my life has been changed and I want to share. So if you saw my last video, you saw me talk about JAVY coffee and they have partnered with me for a little affiliate link and discount for y'all and I am so excited. And I talked about it in the last video a lot, but I did hesitate before accepting the sponsorship because I don't generally like coffee and I didn't think I would like it. But y'all, I was shocked. I actually love it. It's incredible. So this is a coffee concentrate, which means it's basically just coffee in this little container that you mix with whatever liquid you want, and you have coffee. So I personally have been mixing it with almond milk, about 6 ounces of almond milk, 1 to 2 tablespoons of this, depending on how much caffeine I want. I put in a tablespoon of sugar, and then I'm good to go. There's my iced coffee. I also have recently been putting in some pumpkin creamer to get like a pumpkin mocha, because I have mocha flavor. They do have other flavors. They have like their original coffee blend, they have a French vanilla, they have a caramel, and I've seen like some seasonal ones. I know that they are coming out with a pumpkin spice coffee, which I am absolutely going to be getting. I've also seen like pistachio and iced vanilla cream and different things that they switch up throughout the year. So my absolute favorite thing about this coffee is that you can customize it however you want, because you can take this, which is dairy-free, gluten-free, sugar-free, all the things, super healthy, and you can just make black coffee. Just mix it with like hot water if you want. You can mix it with hot milk and like froth it. You can add creamers to it, you can add sugar to it, you can add whipped cream. I've seen people make like milkshakes and hot chocolate and, you know, mix a couple of flavors and do different things. Like, it's incredible. You can either have just like regular black coffee, or you can make any Starbucks drink you could imagine, and I'm never gonna have to go to Starbucks ever again because of this. I do have a discount for y'all. You can get 15% off your first order if you use my discount code SAM77627. You can also just click on the affiliate link down below. If you click on that link, it will give you the discount on your first order, and it gives me a very small percentage of the purchase price, which does help me keep this channel running. I would absolutely highly recommend this coffee. I promise y'all, I would not be recommending something that I did not use myself. I have already gone through half of this bottle, and I have already put into my cart the next multiple flavors that I want to order, because I truly believe that this is a great product, and I truly love it and will be continuing to use it. So I'm gonna go make my coffee, erase the board from last month, and then we're gonna set up the board for this month. Let's go. Alright, and we're back. So we do actually have a couple of minor changes, but it's almost 9 o'clock now because I did not realize I didn't know where my iPad was, and we need that for the number generator. So chaos number 1 was finding that. And then once I did find that, a thing happened. The TBR pitcher and the floor got in an argument, and the TBR pitcher lost. So I am gonna try to super glue it, but I don't actually have any super glue right now. So we're gonna improvise. It's gonna be fine. It's a little bit sad, but I can't actually find the handle. It is somewhere. I'm thinking it might have rolled under the dresser or under the bed. There's glass all over the floor, so we're just gonna stay on this side of the room. We're gonna finish filming, and then we'll deal with this situation later. So I did improvise. I went and stole this little thing from my mom's office. I will give it back, but it fit the little prompts in it, so this will work for now until I fix this. Poor kind soul who worked very hard for our TBR game and was very pretty, and will be very pretty once again with a few minor battle wounds. Alright, the other thing is that I lost the magnet for the game thing, so we're gonna use this little squirrel as our... Whoops, wow, and now I lost the squirrel. Okay. Got it. So we're gonna use this little squirrel thing as our little marker thing, and we're also still not doing TBR games. We're still not doing TBR treats this month. We're not buying any new books, except a couple of new releases that I have like pre-ordered and things. That's how I got the Final Gambit. But if it wasn't something that I pre-ordered, we are not purchasing it. So there's that. Alright, let's go set up the board. Alright, so we need to set up the board, which means we need our number generator, so there's that. So we're going to use a regular die, just like a 6 one, to put the dots on, and then we also have 7 punishments to do, so this is going to be a mess, but it's going to be fine. So we're going to start with, sure, let's start with blue, because it's the first one. So we need challenge spots, and how many of those do we need? 6, of course we do. Nobody is surprised by that. of 6. Okay, that's all 6 for that. So now we can do the free spots because those are the next color. So how many free spots do we get? 4. And then the hard prompts. Oh, how many of those do we need? 3. Only 3. Okay, I can work with that. Okay, so far the board's not looking too bad. But we do need 7 punishments. So, here we go. Remove a free spot. Alright, let's take away this one, because it's very unlikely we'll hit it super close. Add a hard prompt, of course. Alright, and we'll add that on spot 26. Alright, so that's 2 punishments. Punishment. Whoa. What just happened? Punishment number 3. Wow, that actually was not even a good roll, but we're gonna take it because we could use a win right now. So skip punishment number 3. Cool. Punishment number 4. I'm gonna take that as a sign that this game is not going to go as horribly as it has started out. Are we on punishment number 5 now? Yes, I think. Okay, something's wrong here. We'll redo that one. I will admit that something is wrong. Alright, well we don't have a TBR treat, so we do need to redo that one. Add a challenge spot. Okay, I can do that. And we'll add that on spot 13. Do I want that many dots on a spot? What the heck, why not? I don't know how we're going to do that, but it'll be really interesting. Alright, so that was number 5, so now we need number 6. I think it's easier when I put this down. I'm going to put it over here. That one was real, like y'all saw that. We can't, like, I actually get to skip that one. And then the last one, really? Am I like pushing it down? Maybe, I feel bad about that. Maybe I should try that one again. If I like touch top corner maybe. Well, I don't have a TBR treat. Maybe, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna like hold it while I hit it and then I'm gonna let go. Unhaul a book. Unhaul a book. But I should have just taken the win. But I really felt bad about getting so many skips and now I have to unhaul a book. And I don't wanna. Okay, I got it. I don't know if people are gonna consider this cheating or not, but I'm not going to, so it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna unhaul my paperback copy of The Book of Lost Things because I just bought a new copy in hardback, so now I don't need the paperback. So there's my unhaul. I did the punishments. I had 7 of them, and I did every single one, so we're gonna take wins where we can get them. I feel like I might need more caffeine to get through this game. Alright, let's get into roll number 1. Okay, we can put this back. We don't need that. So, roll number 1, 5. Okay. So we get a challenge prompt and a hard prompt. Okay, so we get a challenge prompt and a hard prompt, and I have had multiple people tell me multiple different ways that I could do this. Some people suggest that I try to combine them and make the challenge prompt and the hard prompt work together to get one book. Some people agree that I should pick one book for each. I'm kind of in the camp of whichever one I feel like at the moment. So I pick a challenge prompt and I pick a hard prompt. If I can make them work together, cool. Sometimes the challenge prompts don't really work with the hard prompts. So like a lot of the challenge prompts are like game based, like move back or something, and then I usually pick a picture prompt. So I think I'm still gonna do that. Like, I'm fine. We're early enough in the game. I'm okay with getting 2 books on 1 roll. If we hit 13, we may rethink that. But for now, I think we're gonna just go with treat it like 2 separate spaces in one kind of thing. Alright, so let's start with the challenge prompt because, I don't know, that's what I felt like starting with. Roll to add a hard prompt space ahead of you. Okay, that is not too bad. So, just kidding, we're not done with this one because I used this one to do that. So 1 space ahead of me. Okay, cool. Alright. And then that doesn't give us a book, so normally I pick a picture prompt after that, so I think I'm going to do that as well. But I think I'm going to pick my hard prompt first. Because, I don't know, I just feel like doing that. I don't have a reason for half the things I do. I just do things and hope for the best, honestly. A genre you don't usually read. Okay, so we need a genre we don't usually read, and then let's go ahead and just pick a picture prompt. And a paranormal romance, which is a genre I read a lot of. So, okay. Genre I don't normally read and paranormal romance. Let's go see what we got. Okay, so we had 2 prompts there, which meant 2 books. So we needed a paranormal romance and a genre that I don't normally read. It's a good thing we didn't try to combine those because I read a lot of paranormal romance, so that would not have worked. So for paranormal romance, I'm going to go with The Righteous by Renee Ahdieh. This is the 3rd book in the Beautiful series. I read the first 2 back in June, and I really, really liked them, and I got the 3rd one from the library, and I know a 4th one is coming out sometime, so I do want to continue on with the series, so I am excited to read this, and it is a paranormal romance. I always say this book is like if you take Stalking Jack the Ripper and mix it with Twilight. Here you go. For a genre you don't normally read, I went with horror. Normally I go with historical fiction here, but I've put Demelza on my TBR too many times. Like, I'm still kind of hoping to get to it this month, but I'm not putting it on the TBR. So I went with horror because it's October, it's almost Halloween, in the spirit of things. I don't read a lot of horror. My horror shelf is like this big, but I did get an ARC from the library where I work, and I'm kind of excited about just reading an ARC in general. So I'm gonna go with All Hallows by Christopher Golden. All I know about this book is it's like 1984, so it's got like Stranger Things vibes, but there's like children and like costumes, and like these kids seem like terrified of something, and they're like begging people to like help them or save them or whatever, but there's something not quite right about these children. And like there's like the cunning man is coming for them, so I don't know, that's all I know. And apparently this book comes out in January, and I'm just kind of excited to read something before it comes out because I've never actually been able to do that before. So we're gonna give it a shot and see how it goes. We'll see. Okay, so not a terrible first roll. So roll number 2, 8. We would hit 13. Like, I'm not even surprised by that. But we're almost halfway through the board. And we're almost halfway through the board, and what was my other thought? We only have 2 books so far, so do I do 3 books here? Am I gonna regret that? I mean, probably, but when has that ever stopped me? So, okay, we'll start with 1 challenge prompt. I don't want to pick the exact same one that I picked last time, but I do put them back because there's not very many. Choose 2 books for the same prompt, and the regret sets in immediately. But I have already committed, so there's challenge prompt number 1. Go back to the last challenge spot. More regret, so we're back to spot 7 now. But also we need a hard prompt. Intimidating. Wow, that absolutely could not have gone worse. Alright, so we need a picture prompt for this one, a picture prompt for that one, and then we need to pick an intimidating book. So picture prompt number 1. A new release. Okay. Picture prompt number 2. A book written by a female author. Okay, so new release should go with that one, and that one should go with that one. But I don't know if I have 2 new releases. What are we considering a new release? Like published within the same calendar year, maybe? Or like within the last year? Let's go with that. Published within the last year. So I need 2 books published within the last year, and a book written by a female author, and an intimidating read. Okay, oh, cool. Okay. Alright, we have 4 books for 1 roll, and I am probably going to regret this later, but this would not be a TBR game with Sam if there wasn't absolute pure chaos, so we're gonna roll with it. So, the first prompt that I needed 2 books for was a new release. So the first book I'm gonna go with is Fairy Tale by Stephen King. This one just came out recently. It is the only book that I have bought recently that wasn't a pre-order. It was an impulse buy. It was my back to work gift for myself since I started my new job, so don't come at me telling me I'm on this book buying ban. I know. But it looked super interesting. I've read a couple of Stephen King novels and I liked them, but they were both like horror, so I'm kind of interested to see like the fantasy side of things. I don't know a whole lot about it other than we've got like this teenage boy and this dog and like a shed that has like portals to fantasy worlds or something like that. So I'm kind of intrigued by it. It is a little bit long, so it is a little... but we're gonna give it a shot and see how it goes. And then I had a lot of trouble with a second new release because I was looking for something else published in 2022. But a lot of the books that I have right now that I haven't read are older. And all the books I got from the library are older because new releases do not stay at the library very long. It's very difficult to get them. So I'm gonna go with another arc, but I just got it and it comes out this month, so I'm assuming it's already out. I'm not really sure. It says September 2022 and it's the 27th. So I'm assuming it has come out, or maybe it comes out today. I don't know. But this is Ithaca. And this is by Claire North, and this follows the story of Odysseus's wife throughout like the time of the Iliad and the Odyssey and like her story. And I love the Odyssey and the Iliad, so I'm very intrigued in seeing kind of like a different point of view of this. And it's a new release, I think, so we'll give it a shot. I mean, I have the arc, so it's like not edited, but that is not gonna stop me. Alright, so the second prompt for that same role was a book by a female author. So I'm going to go with These Hollow Vows. This is by Lexi Ryan, and I need to return it to the library kind of soon, so I'm going to put it on my TBR so that I can get to it quicker. But I don't know a whole lot about it other than it's been described as similar to ACOTAR. But I think the love triangle is a little bit more love triangle-y, so that makes me a little bit more nervous. But we'll give it a shot. I know there's a second book now, which I think the library also has, so that'll be good. We'll see. We'll see. Love triangles in me. But I don't know. We're gonna give it a try. Alright, and then Intimidating. I said I wasn't gonna put any of my September books back on my TBR because if I didn't read it in September, clearly I didn't want to. But I actually do want to read this one. I just was intimidated by it, so I guess it's intimidating. So I'm going to go with The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson, which is the second book in his Mistborn trilogy. I want to read it. I wanted to read it last month, but I had gotten so far behind so quickly that I was like, I just don't want to take the time to read a book over 800 pages. October's going to be a better month. October is going to be a better month, so we're going to get to this in October. We are. Alright, we're only on roll number 3, so we already have 6 books, so that's cool. That's fantastic. Roll number 3 is a 3. But there's no challenge spots, no hard prompts, it's just a regular TBR or picture prompt, whatever it's called. A 5-star prediction. Okay, that shouldn't be too difficult. I could use an easy prompt. Okay, so our next roll was so nice and peaceful and calm. We just need a 5-star prediction, and I can do that. So I'm gonna go with Storm and Fury by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I actually know very little about the series other than it's by Jennifer L. Armentrout, but I have never not liked a book by Jennifer L. Armentrout, so I am trusting her. I know that this is like a fantasy paranormally type of thing. I know we have a girl who can like see ghosts, but it's a secret. I know there's some sort of like supernatural war breaking out. I know there's a mysterious boy named Zane. And that's about it. So we're gonna see how that goes. I also know there are gargoyle shapeshifters, which is very interesting to me. So I got this from the library, so I do need to read it this month because I got all 3 of them. And they're gonna be due in like 3 weeks. So do need to read these. So glad I found a spot for it on TBR. Alright, and rule number 4. I am still feeling confident about this. I spoke too soon. But it is another TBR picture prompt. So I will not complain about that. At least we don't have any hard prompts. A sci-fi. Okay, so our next roll was only a 1, so we could hit spot 13 again, and then I might... Oh, everything about just fell. Okay, pause. Pause. No, ma'am. We are nope. Okay. Do not stack the books over there. You will knock over the very precariously positioned camera. Ah! I have no words. None. Okay, we're gonna move on now. So, I don't even remember where I was, but it's fine. We got a picture prompt. We needed a sci-fi. I'm going with The Darkest Star. This is also by Jennifer L. Armentrout. So hopefully she does not do me wrong. This is a spin-off to her Lux series, which I adored, so I have high hopes. This one follows Evie. And I know that we have, like, she meets this boy named Luke, and she assumes he's a Luxon at first, but apparently he's, like, something much more dangerous, and much more secretive. So, I don't know, but I loved Lux, so I hope that I love this one. And I'm gonna put this book on the floor instead of the bed, because maybe things won't fall over if I do that. Alright, so we are on roll number 5, I think. And we get an 8. We have surpassed spot 13. We are on our way. Okay, this is gonna be good. I have a good feeling. And it's another picture prompt. A 1-word title. Okay. Alright, this roll was actually kind of hard. It was 1-word title, and I don't have a lot of those. So, we're gonna put a book back on the TBR that was supposed to be on a TBR from, like, maybe July, and I didn't read it. Actually, I read, like, 3 pages of it, didn't finish it. So, we're gonna go with Halo, which I think was a TBR treat that month, actually. This is by Alexandra Adornetto, and I know it's, like, angel paranormal romance, and I know that the girl is the angel. And that's about it. And I got like 3 pages in and I wasn't all that interested. But I only got 3 pages in, so I can't like really say that it's bad. So we're gonna give it another shot. And it'll be okay. It's also the only 1-word title that I could find that I haven't already read, so there's that. Alright, roll number 6. The pile of books is looking a little scary. 5. Alright, picture prompt. A thriller. Okay, so our next roll was a picture prompt and we got thriller. So I'm going to put another book from September back on the TBR. I was actually going to read this one today, so I was intending... Was this even on my September TBR? I don't think it was. I don't think it was. It was not. I don't know what I'm saying. Just ignore me. Anyways, I was going to read it today, but I guess I'll wait till October. But this book is Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. I I'm pretty sure it's like a retelling of Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None. So yeah, there's like a lot of those. So this is that. Also, my stack of books is almost up to my knees, so that is frightening. Okay, so twice now my camera, like my phone camera that's filming the board, has like turned off on me. And I don't know why, it just stops recording. So I've done the next roll like twice, but the camera doesn't get the whole roll. So we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try to do it very quickly so that maybe it will capture the whole roll. So let's go. All right, roll number, I don't even know. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, picture prompt. We can do that. Title starts with a randomized letter. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, here's our random letter generator. K. Okay. Okay, so our next roll was a picture prompt, and we got a random letter generator, and the title has to start with that letter. So, I got the letter K. So I'm gonna put another book from my September TBR back on, because I do really want to read this one. Like, I really want to read it, so that I can read the third one. So we're gonna go with Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco, because the third one comes out today, and I did pre-order it, so I will be getting it. So hopefully I can read all 3 in October. Although the pile of books that I have right now is almost up to my knee, so that's a little scary. Okay, so roll number, I don't even know, but I hope this is the last roll. It probably will be. 3. Yes, it will. Okay, so we need our end spot roll. So we'll stick that there. Free choice. I can pick any book I want. I love that as our last roll. Okay, so our very last roll was the absolute best possible outcome, and we got a free pick, so I can pick any book I want for my last roll. I don't even have to worry about picking a book that could fit a prompt because it's our last roll. So I'm gonna be nice to myself, and I'm gonna go with Kingdom of the Cursed. Again, I know I said I was gonna read it in September, and I didn't, but I do really want to read them so that I can finish the third one, so I am hoping to get to all 3 of them in October. And since I'm already planning on reading all 3, I figured I'll be nice to myself since this pile is literally almost knee length. I'm gonna be nice to myself and stick this one on the TBR as well. And I am gonna get to them this month. I have a good feeling about October. I really do. Okay, so let's recap. So, you know, before I show you this stack, I told myself, before I started playing this game, take it easy for October. September was rough, so take it easy for October. It's fine if the game doesn't have a lot to it. It's fine if it's a little bit more of a boring game. You don't need the chaos every single month. It's gonna be fine if you only end up with like 4 or 5 books. Like, it'll be okay. I only filmed this once, I promise. Y'all saw exactly what happened. And I just, it is what it is. So, here is our stack for October. I haven't counted yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, it's actually not as many books as I thought. We have 11 books for October. We do have some chunkier ones, but we also have some really exciting ones. And I feel like we have a good amount of YA this month, so some of them will probably go pretty quickly, I'm thinking. So we're gonna do our very best here and see how it goes. Hopefully better than September. I hope. Okay, so if you've made it this far in the video, thank you for coming along on this journey. Probably hit the subscribe button, because if you made it this far, you were probably having a good time. And most of my TBR games do in fact end up like this. Most of my videos do in fact end up like this. So this was very on brand. This is what you get. But don't forget to hit the subscribe button. The little bell icon will notify you when I post. Currently I am posting on Sundays and Wednesdays. And you can hit the little like button just to make me feel good about myself. Don't forget to check out the JAVY coffee. Seriously, you won't regret it, I promise. I do have it linked down below, and I will put a card right here as well. Oh, what are the other things I'm supposed to say at the end of a video? I got nothing. So, that's it. I'm gonna go stare at this TBR pile now. Oh, I do really want to do a buddy read, probably for November. So I'm thinking Discord, because I don't have a way to do a live right now. So I don't know how I would even go about doing that. I've kind of like looked into options, but I don't think it's going to be super easy to do that. So I think we're just going to go with Discord. Plus, that's what most people wanted that did respond. So if you want to do a buddy read with me, completely free, just hang out with me and read, and talk about it over Discord, let me know in the comments so I can gauge interest. I'm thinking November. If you have a book that you are interested in reading, let me know down in the comments so that I can start making up a list of options. And that is that. I'm going to go edit this catastrophe of a video, which is going to take absolutely forever. Thanks for watching. Bye!